So apparently the guidelines for public housing has changed, Section 8. Since you know who got put into office, I get a letter in the mail today telling me that after 12 years of being on Section 8, I either have to be working full-time, more than 40 hours minimum, or prove that I'm disabled and receiving some type of like supplemental income check from SSI in order to keep my housing with my 7 kids. So I'm at risk of losing my housing if I don't do either one of those things.
Crazy work. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Robert here. So Section 8 really is a mindset. And as you can see, for those of you that see and believe like I believe, that mindset is not a good one. As we go through the videos today, that's what I want to highlight. The mindset. 12 years and still on the program. Based upon what I saw, it's like it's an injustice being done to you. One thing I would love to know in a lot of these stories is when you first got on the program, how many children did you have? Because in my research and looking at these videos that folks feel compelled to put out, I didn't sneak and get this information. It's on public platforms. That blows my mind as well, but I digress. I'm curious to know how many children you started off with, because in my research, as I was saying, it seems like the count of the children increases. Where the daddies at? And how are you able to stay on these programs? This is what I mean by a mindset. She looked able-bodied to me. Didn't look like anything was wrong. Let me know in the comment section. Be respectful. Let's deal with the behavior and try not to attack the person. It's hard, but we're getting better over here. Let me know what you guys think. If you agree with me or disagree. This is ridiculous. Check out this next one.
Not getting no job. If you go get a job, they're going to take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're going to count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you got to say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful. I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8.
You gotta be
so
broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you
to have a
don't
house?
do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
Won't
trying
they
to
be
tell
like?
you
Won't
that
they
you
be?
can go get yours at ease. You can go get
They
a
will
nice house.
no. They will look at that and be like, he's doing something and give me a bigger house, Ma. That's what you told me.
Where I'm gonna go? 'Cause
I don't
have no job.
I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
But if you do that, you're gonna have to go the hard way. It's gonna take a long.
So what? That's what I'm
Wait
saying.
a few months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job.
Wow. I'm going to be at a loss for words through this whole video. Man, that's sad. Young guy pleading with his mom. And yeah, wow. How can you kill the desire, the drive of a young guy that wants to get out here and get to it, you know? And a tough position for him. You know, that's his mom. You know, we all love our mothers and stuff, but here's the deal. Did she look able-bodied to you? They always look like they relaxing, sitting on the couch in the bed with a robe on. No reason that I can see that you can't be at work. And they're telling you straight up, you know, this is a get over, a hustle. The government, well, we the people, we are the government. A lot of these same folks are lamenting and crying about inflation and the cost of things. They're playing a part to it. They worrying about the Ukraine and all these other places, but you know, you sitting on your behind for years and hustling the system. You know, those monies have to come from somewhere. So again, sad state of affairs. Young man, you know, do what is in your nature to do, because we're producers. Go out and produce, man. You don't want to be sitting around waiting on a check all your life. That's not the look. And hopefully you can show mom the way. Yeah, we'll leave it there. You guys get down in the comment section and answer the question. Able-bodied, yes or no? Mindset, warped. And you all tell me, who is the government? I know there's not a lot of educating in school nowadays, but let's let them know who the government is, because people think that that's some entity out, I guess, in DC or somewhere that's separate from we the people. You guys help me out. Get down in the comment section and let's do some educating. Check out this next one.
Let me tell all of y'all that's so happy that they taking away Section 8, and everybody in the world that's so happy that they taking away food stamps. It's cool if y'all feel like people been abusing them. It's cool. Do what you feel how you want to feel. But let me tell you from the other side of the tracks. Crime rate going up. Yeah, people going to jail. But crime rate is going to an all-time high. I'm telling you. The girls I know and where I'm from and the people that I grew up with, they not letting their kids be hungry up under no circumstances. That emergency door at the grocery store, they coming out of it. They coming out the back door. Do you hear me? You better hope Unc don't drill a hole in the wall overnight. Like mine, people, they not being hungry. Your cows might get missing and everything. These people don't understand being hungry. Nah, they not gonna be hungry, not like that. Not the people I know. I'm telling you, they gonna take your shit. I'm telling you. Yes, they're gonna take it. I promise you, they're gonna take y'all shit. So don't be all clappy for that shit. Cause crime rate is going up and it's gonna make y'all life miserable. I'm telling you, okay now.
You see, this is what all of these programs and voting and political parties have gotten us. Sad state of affairs. You got mothers telling sons not to go work and be productive and how to stay on the system, right? Don't know where dad is at. Okay, we're not letting him off the hook either. And then you have the ladies. She said her and her people, her friends, where she from? They some straight gangsters. You feel me? All these threats. And it's just not her. Check out these comments that I'm getting as a result of these videos. Well, I tell you what, two wrongs don't make a right. And then when they start locking you up or other bad things happen, don't go get an activist and want somebody to walk and ride, because see, you a thief and you gonna reap what you sow.
Okay, so I would have hit the subject about the new 2026 Section 8 law that's coming into play. You get what I'm saying? We got to speak about this. Now, it's a lot of people that feel away, or whatever the case may be, because the laws are changing and the rules are changing when it comes to the Section 8, requirements, basically. And the limit time that you get to be on it. And typically, I don't mean to be rude, and I'm sorry if people feel offensive when I say this, but I like the new change. I like the new change that's going on, because it's too many people in this world, on top of it's people that I even know, that have had that for a long, long, long time. And then it's people that really need it out here, and they're not able to get it. They're not able to even get in line. And then you got people out here that have had it for a long time. They get old and they pass it on to their kids. Then their kids pass it on to their kids. You know what I'm saying? And then they get comfortable being on it. And then they sit and they talk about people that don't get those assistance as if there's some type of bums out here. I don't understand, But I totally agree with it. And I feel like within a 2-year basis and having that type of help, you should be able to get yours together. Because I know the type of grinder I am, the type of hustler I am. You give me some cheap-ass rent or something that's decent, and you tell me you got 2 years to get yours together, oh, yeah, most definitely.
See, just when you think all is lost, the Lord always shows you that there's a remnant. shout out to you, young lady. I appreciate you. I hear you. And, I wish there were some of these other folks had your same type of mindset in your spirit. Not saying that it's easy out here, but, I like what you said. You're a go-getter. And don't get me wrong. There's some folks out here that need help. I've needed help at some point in time, but I always had that mindset that this young lady had. It's just for a period of time, and I couldn't wait to be able to hold my own. And so never let anybody shame you for that. And that's the trait. Those are the mindset and the attitude that you have to make it, to learn how to fish. And eventually that muscle is built and it gets easier and easier. And then it's not really a thing, regardless of what goes on. As long as the Lord blesses you with life, you're able to get up, get out, and get something. So shout out to you, salute. And I know you're going to be infectious, if you will, to those that are around you. If you have kids, so on and so forth. So all ain't lost. This last video, I wanted to let this gentleman speak because there's also a lot of you that try to cast veiled threats via the scriptures. And I let you speak your piece, but you really have no understanding. Respectfully, you need to 2 Timothy 2, 10 through 15 in there, kind of go back a little bit, but study to show yourself approved. Being that a lot of you guys worship on the first day of the week, I'm going to let this gentleman let you know how you really should take things, not only with this Section 8 in the mindset, but when it comes to scriptures. If you really are who you say you are, this is how we'll know. Check it out.
You've been on Section 8 for too long. You've been getting food stamps all your life, and you're still broke. But you're the same person who go to church every Sunday. You're the same person paying tithes, talking about he gonna open up the windows of heaven and pour you down a blessing. You're the same person that go to church every Sunday and come up with all these things you say about the Most High, but the truth is, you still in the same condition. You still in the same predicament. You still in the same financial situation. You still in the same friendship. You still in the same relationship. You still the same exact person when they dipped you in that water and you popped up and said that you were saved. But then when somebody get on here and tell you the truth, what you want to come up with is a whole bunch of excuses. You want to come up with a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that instead of looking right in the mirror and saying, you know what, you right. And then from there, we go into a conversation about a solution. And then from there, you stand on that and you keep moving forward. You've been on Section 8 all your life. You've been getting food stamps all your life. And guess what? High cholesterol as well. That is not a blessing. Diabetes run into your family and you don't care nothing about eating well. That is not a blessing. That is not the favor of the Most High. You also know that all these other kind of health problems run into your family. The truth of the matter is you ain't connected to the King. And if somebody tell you that straight up, then you want to act like somebody told you something wrong. But if you go read your scripture, then you will know that Yeshua said himself, if you are who you say you are, you say you connected to the Father, you say you are part of the bloodline of Abraham, then you will do as Abraham did. Ain't that what he said? That alone will separate wheat and tare. So the question you need to ask yourself as a believer, have you done as Abraham done? Or do you feel like because you done prayed, you done got up and said you done all the church things, you put on the church clothes, you put on a church hat, you got your church shoes, you know how to sing a church hymn, you know how to go in here and quote a scripture or two, and then automatically you want to make that as if you a believer. He said if you are who you say you are, then you will do it.
Church. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you've gotten enough insight to answer the questions. Are these able-bodied people? Do they have the right mindset, or has the mindset been corrupted as a result of not doing what we're designed to do? You're designed to have a purpose, to create and to work. And this really has nothing to do with real estate, because when you don't, the apples don't fall far from the tree. And this may be some of the problems that we have going on just in the world in general. As it pertains to home ownership, these types of mindsets are the ones that really hold you back at the end of the day. This mindset will never allow you to invest either in equities and stocks. like a lot of you guys like to act like you're doing. With that said, if you want to get on the property ladder and do so the right way, well, that process starts with a conversation. First 15 minutes is free. It's on me. You can look in the description or the pinned comment below so that, number one, we can fill each other out to see if there is a fit, so that we can then take the next step, and that's getting you properly approved by going through the framework that we have to get you to understand your why, and if you can really afford it, not just to get into the home, but while you're living in your lifestyle, and more importantly, try to get you to think about that exit plan. If all that sounds good, we'd love to start that, like I said, with the free consultation. The link is in the description or the top pinned comment below. So with that, my time is up, but I thank you for yours. As I always say, guys, let us be good to one another. Let us let grace abound. And if you want some more information like this, check out this video right up here. And then for the rest of you guys, indeed, y'all stay blessed.